Hello everyone and welcome back to coverage for the WCQ 2018 here in Berlin. I'm back with Dom Galizia.
Hello again.
And we're covering more Duel Links exhibition matches for today.
Yes.
So our next round is going to be Eugen versus Robin. And tell us a bit about the decks that they're playing.
Yeah, they're really two different decks again. So we're seeing Eugen's bringing Archfiend to the table.
Yep.
And he's playing Odeon with a character skill called Endless Trap Hell.
What does this skill do?
So if you have 3 trap cards in your graveyard, you can return 1 to your hand and 1 to your deck.
And is that once per turn or once per duel?
Once per duel.
Ah, yeah, I was going to say, he's a little bit strong otherwise.
Very strong, very strong.
And he's facing off against Robin's Girga.
Yes, he's playing a Girga deck, and he's playing with a life point gain skill. So he'll start the duel with an additional 1,000 life points.
Oh, that's interesting. So why would you choose that skill over any of the other range? Why would you just take the additional life points?
His Girgas are quite an endurance deck.
Oh.
So he's thinking he's going to outlast his opponent.
And he's also playing Ties of the Brethren, so he needs to pay 2,000 life points. So he needs to have the additional...
He does.
Which life point skill does he have? Because I know it's Alpha is plus 1,000, Beta is you lose 1 starting card plus 2,000.
Yeah, he's playing life point boost 8, which gives him an additional 1,000 at the start of the game.
Okay, yeah, he's not going too hard on the additional life points. Don't worry about board position. I've got more life points. So our players are just loading the game right now. Who's your favourite to win this?
I'm going to go with Archfiend. I think they have a little bit more control, and Archfiend Emperor is like, it can destroy 1 card, and they have a lot
Sat on his throne, man spreading.
And he can they have a lot of special summon ability. So with cards like Regretful Rebirth in there, and yeah, I just think they'll take it.
Okay, so we've got Archfiends facing off against Girga. The game is just loaded in, so we'll just bring that up for you guys right now. And let's see if Dom's prediction of Archfiend is correct.
So there's the life point gain for Robin.
He's starting with Ties of the Brethren and Girga Arsenal. That's incredibly strong.
Yeah, it's really good.
Pulse Mind is also a very good card, right?
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, it can allow you to control your opponent and then take away their monsters on the following turn.
So what exactly does Pulse Mind do?
So it will turn, when activated, it will change all non-machine type monsters to defense position. And any monster that is then summoned to the field will also be non-machine type monster will be turned to defense position as well.
Ah, okay, so it basically keeps your opponent on the defensive, and then you just blow away all their cards with the Girga Anchor and Girga Attacker.
Yeah, they're really good. Those two are... One allows you to destroy face-down spell and trap cards equal to the amount of Girgas you control, and one allows you to destroy face-up monsters equal to the amount
So the Pulse Mine is going to be very difficult to play through, because all of a sudden all of your monsters are getting rammed in defense mode, and then your field's getting picked apart, and there's a lethal amount of attack points sitting face down on the table.
This could be over really quickly. So we see the Needle Bug Nest, and we've seen Archfiend Cavalry. It's difficult. He might even go for the Emperor.
Archfiend Cavalry has an effect when it's destroyed. You get to summon an Archfiend back from the graveyard, right?
Yeah, but the problem here is Robin's opening is so strong. He might not be able to maintain pace with this.
You've got double Needlebug Nest, right? So you could go with the Archfiend Cavalry, Pulse Mines turns at defense, set to 2 Needlebug Nests, flip them both when it gets activated, and then your Archfiend has a very, very high chance it's going to bring back an Emperor when it's destroyed.
Yep.
Which then kind of prevents... well, actually, the Emperor is... Is it just this attack that gets halved if you
Its attack gets halved
and
defense. And the problem here is, at the end of the turn, it will be destroyed. So it will go away. So he'll get a... Yeah, he got a destruction effect off there. Allows him to destroy 1 card per turn. He'll set both Needlebug Nests. Yes, he will. But I've changed my mind. I think Robin's in such a strong position here. It's going to be really hard. It's going to be really hard for Eugen to come back.
Really? Because you said the Archfiend Emperor is going to get destroyed during the end of the turn. Then you've got the 2 Girga monsters that are still capable of putting out a lot of damage. So what interaction does our Odeon player have that's going to
Well,
Robin?
Unfortunately, he doesn't really have any special summon ability right now. If he draws a monster here, he's drawing the additional Brethren, so...
you can make flip that up. It's the Girga Attacker, which takes out spell and trap cards, which is obviously not going to do anything when Needlebug's Nest is targeted.
So he's going to target both of those cards, and I can imagine they'll both get chained.
That's other Gearga monsters, so I think he can only target one because he only controls one.
Exactly.
Gearga. Yeah.
Yep, you're correct.
Double Needlebug's Nest.
Here they come. He needs something very good here. Let's see. That's a lot of cards.
Yeah, and that's going to be 3,800.
It's a lot of damage. It's not quite enough to take the game away, but I think he's in such a strong position. He's got the additional Pulse Mine set. It's hard to see.
Against that setup, I do wonder if the Archfiend Cavalry would have been the better play, because you'd have sent 10 cards to the graveyard, it gets destroyed, you bring something back, right?
Yes.
Like maybe Archfiend Empress? I don't actually remember what Archfiend Empress does. It's quite a long time ago that we saw that one in play.
Yeah, she's good.
She's got a really big defense on her.
She's good. Oh, he's drawn the trap that can bring back an Archfiend. So he's not quite out of this. He's not quite out of this indeed.
200 life points and he's still hanging on.
He's hanging on, but...
He's also got his skill, the Endless Trap Hell, that he could be using here to then get himself back a trap card and also put some resources back into his deck. I can imagine
he'll go for an additional copy of the trap card, which allows him to bring back an Archfiend. It will allow him to just stay in the game, basically. Yeah,
then he just starts reviving monsters that are way too big for the Gearga player to...
And we know he's got that Archfiend in there, so he's going to take away resources from Robin. Maybe he is going to be able to endure. Yeah. Let's see. He's definitely looking through that graveyard at this point. He's definitely looking through that, and here comes a skill.
Brings back Archfiend's Roar.
Yep.
Well, he doesn't have 500 life points, so that's unfortunately not going to be able to be used. And then lots of resources going back to the deck.
And he's going to set those trap cards. He basically has to attack at this point, so he's got to summon this surely. Or he's going to end.
Interesting. Why would you leave the Archfiend Cavalry in your hand?
It might be that he's really goading here and trying to lure Robin into something, but it just seems like a really strong position for Robin here. And he'll flip it, and he'll force the play. He's going to make him play that...
I guess he's got a 50% chance of winning the game right there, right? Because we know the Archfiend Roar can't be used.
No, he's going to target and destroy both of those, because it's up to the number of Gearga. So
it says other Geargas. Oh, so you can only go after one. So I guess he has a 50% chance that the Robin's just not going to be able to
activate anything. Yeah,
going to be able to do anything.
He must be really thinking about this.
Wait, is Archfiend's Roar pay 500 life points during your standby phase, or was it pay 500 when you activate it? Call of the Archfiends.
He's going to target
he gets to bring back a
big Archfiend monster now.
Is it Cavalry? When it's destroyed, you can bring back any monster, or is it only when it's destroyed by battle?
When it's destroyed.
When it's destroyed. Ah, okay, so if it was the targeted card, he could bring back his Cavalry, get it destroyed and bring back Emperor. Oh, he's just going straight for Emperor.
Yeah, Emperor's it can just take away resources from your opponent, so... Oh, of course, he needs to discard to activate that.
Ah, so yeah, he has to... so Call of the Archfiends requires you to discard, which is why he then didn't summon the Archfiend Cavalry.
Yes, indeed.
And, yep.
This could be a game changer
This is where Robin might be turning the corner, and...
he has the Pulse Mines, don't forget. So he has a way of staying in the game, but it's whether or not...
another Archfiend's Roar being drawn by Robin.
I don't think that's much help at this point. He's thinking about it. He'll probably set it. He could keep it in hand in case he draws into something that needs a discard.
Yeah, because there's no way he can activate it. He's already got one set down, which is his bluff.
He's thinking. He's really thinking. He knows he's in a difficult situation, but I'm thinking the Archfiend Emperor is going to bring this back for him.
He's a big boy. And
that attack is huge. 3,000.
That's as much as the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
The legendary Blue Eyes. Here comes the Regretful Rebirth. He's going to summon...
Powerful, yep.
And this will allow him to deal with the Archfiend Emperor the following turn. If he can keep it on board, he'll flip it face down.
He's got the Pulse Mines.
Yep.
So we know he's going to keep his guy on the field. And
here comes the Pulse Mines. Yeah, that's pretty comfortable, I think. Good position for Robin.
I think it's the winning position for Robin, actually. That's better than good, because we know both those face-down cards are blanks. Treacherous Trap Hole.
That's not much use to him because of the trap card in the graveyard.
Yeah, it's super interesting to see in Duel Links, the effect of destroy 2 monsters is so, like, coveted that it's worth playing, even if you're playing other trap cards, just in case you just activate it.
As the name suggests, treacherous.
It's absolute treachery that you're playing this card with other trap cards. How dare you?
Yeah, this is a really good position. Just, you know, maintaining the opponent's field.
Just stuffing that turn 1, Ties of the Brethren. This was
Pulse
everything you
Mines
needed.
just coming to his
Double
aid.
Pulse Mines.
And Joey takes the win.
Good
Gigas.
job.
Good job, Gigas.
Good job. So yeah, that's going to be Robin taking down that game versus Eugen.
Yes, I can imagine Eugen wasn't so happy to see both Needlebug Nest in his hand. I mean,
he also drew like 2 of his Archfiend Roars, which
he added
when he had only 2. Yeah, well, Endless. Do you get to choose what card you add back?
Yeah.
Also, he actually chose to take that, and he wanted to put the resources back into his deck, so he had some options to play with.
Indeed.
And then, of course, he drew another one of these cards.
Which was really unfortunate.
Well, sometimes that's the way it happens. I mean, when you're playing a deck that plays a lot of high-level monsters and a lot of life point-based traps, you do run into the risk of late game just not having the resources to pay for
and it was interesting there, like, for me, Eugen was the one really relying on his traps. Playing Odeon, playing that skill, but actually the trap cards on the other side of the table, his opponent, Robin, Pulse Mines just came home for him.
Yeah, well, congratulations to Robin, and that's going to clear us up for that game. So we hope you guys stay with us and enjoy more WCQ content, and we look forward to having you again.
See you soon.